What's up, OG, triple OG?
It's your
OG,
man. Y'all already know what it is.
OG.
We got a different video today, so without further ado, let's get to the video.
Harrowing confrontation between a man, his wife, and her lover.
She's my wife, man. She's my wife.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
It's almost painful to watch as 48-year-old Keith King struggles with his wife's lover as he pleads with her to come home.
Dating, you're picking him over me. You're picking him over me now.
I don't want this.
Now, this bitter love triangle has led to a shocking court verdict. Keith King sued his wife's lover and was just awarded $9 million.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Here's Les Trent.
That controversial lawsuit was heard right here in this courthouse. Keith King claimed that his marriage was in perfect shape until that stranger came along and stole his wife and ruined everything.
Every time he knew I was out of town, he was coming into town.
Attorneys Joanne Foyle and Dorothy O'Neill represented Keith King.
You don't have to prove that there was a perfect marriage, just that there was some genuine love and affection in the marriage.
Keith King owns a BMX stunt show that performs at NFL halftime shows in state fairs across America. His 33-year-old wife Danielle worked with him as an MC. She says the marriage was already in trouble before she became involved with another man. He discovered Danielle was cheating when he found flirtatious texts on her phone.
I called him from her phone, and I said, she's a married woman. Leave her alone. Don't you ever contact her again.
But he says the affair continued for months in secret. Then last year, Danielle moved out of their home. Soon after, Keith went to her new apartment and was shocked to find the lover, Francisco Hooser, there.
She's my wife, man. She's my wife. That is my wife, man.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Wife.
Tell me about that day you confronted your wife and her lover.
If she had been in a car accident, and I walked up on the car accident and saw her, dead in the car, that's what it felt like to me. I felt like I just witnessed her die.
Keith says he considers the $9 million award to be a hollow victory because he'd give anything for his old life back.
You big dummy.
There isn't a dollar amount that you can put on it for what I think my family's worth.
She's my wife, man. She's my wife.
The defendant says he plans to appeal.
Man, he sued the man for $9 million. I mean, you can't get no better than that. I feel like, he had to know that it was over, just like the wife said or whatever, because she moved out and got her own self an apartment. And then the guy, her lover or whatever, he's sitting up holding him back. Like, man, ain't no way in the world that I would let that man hold me from doing whatever he wanted to do. He looked like the type of guy that's not gonna get violent, or you know what I'm saying, because he probably would have already been and got violent or whatever. I don't think he was gonna do anything to the wife or whatnot, but I mean, that was just, man, how he was, I don't know, man. It couldn't be me. It just couldn't be me, man. How did she even manage to get a recording on? Yeah, it wasn't. Y'all would have seen the phone everywhere, pointing in all kind of directions if that was me, because it would have been a whole lot of physical action going on around there. But the thing about it is, with this whole case, that man still had papers on her. Even though she did move out, he still had papers on her. And as far as him suing her lover, her side piece or whatever, I don't know what else to say about this, but I never heard anything like this. You being able to sue the side piece for some money? Now, just imagine if you got your regular Joe Blow out here and he ain't really got no money. So, it's like, what can you possibly sue somebody for? Just a regular guy, regular working man, I don't think, it's even worth it. But, a lot of these rappers, man, they be messing around with dudes' wife and all that stuff, all in the rap songs and all that stuff. And in real life, you got rappers who deal with other men's wives. And if y'all know me and y'all watch some of my videos, then y'all know my position as far as a man messing with another man's wife. It can be a very serious and dangerous game that you playing, and again, I'm gonna say this over and over again, man, who wants somebody's sloppy second?
No, sir, not me.
Why would I want to, you know, go after another man and deal with his woman? It's obvious they got to be still dealing with each other. It's women out here who's had multiple partners or whatever, but the fact that you're sleeping with this person at the same time, it's not a good look. That's not good. It's weird to me. But let's get into some wisdom. As far as with this guy, my next video was he's getting into, he's talking wisdom. And it's relating to back what I said as far as that this can be dangerous. You dealing with another man's wife. Let's get to this video.
Friend who I had to tell him, I said, he had a habit of dating married women, right? And I kept telling him, like, man, you know, you need to get that up. You need to stop doing that. And it got to the point where one day I pulled him aside and I said, do you know why I keep telling you to stop doing this? And he was like, I get it. You know, you wouldn't want nobody to do it to you. And, you know, he's like, but they coming to me. And I said, but you know that she's married, right? And he was like, yeah. I said, have you considered that in your knowledge, who would be affected by you wanting to please the flesh? They got kids. They got parents. There's an extension of this person that you're trying to lay down with. And I said, and some of us give a whole lot of weight to that mental damage that could be done to their kids, that could be done to those parents, that could be done to their lifestyle, that could be done to the investment that they have been making for years and where they have sacrificed life. They would be willing to kill for it.
I mean, there you go, right there. You know, the fact that this man want to go behind another man, or you know, even deal with another man's wife, it's like, what are you getting from it? You know what I'm saying? Because how could a man even trust a woman who's already married? It's like, what are you getting out of it? You know, you can't trust this woman because she already done triple crossed her husband or whatever. So what are you getting out of it? It don't make no sense because, again, how could you trust this lady? And then not only the woman, but what about the kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, you breaking up a whole home, regardless of the kids. You got to be some kind of a scumbag. You know what I'm saying? Not to think like, damn, they got kids together. You know what I don't want to, you know, break up no happy home. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's not a happy home, I don't want to be the cause to break that home up anyway. That's a family. I always wanted my mother and my father to be together. I always wanted them to be together. I ain't wanted them to be apart. You know, I wanted my mother and my father, and I wanted them together. So the average kid always want their mother and their father together. So, you know, you got a scumbag that'll come and just ravish and wreck all kind of stuff up. And it's like a man some men will get in their feelings, and, you know, them feelings can take control of their actions and whatnot. And, you know, you got a lot of situations that you can't come back from. You can end up in jail. You can end up, you know, not here. But all in all, the guy in the first video, you know, he got paid back. He had to pay the guy $9 million because you had an affair with this guy's wife. And then you got to worry about the moral side of it. You got to worry about, you know, God getting you, paying you back or whatever, because you're going to get paid back for that. You can't get away with everything. But women and men still taking them chances in 2024 with all the technology, and it's like you really can't get away with stuff these days. It's not worth it. Y'all tell me how y'all think about this. Would you rather have your wife or your husband back other than, you know, taking the money or whatever? Y'all let me know in the comments. It's your man. Y'all already know what it is. To the next video is Ghetto Talk. Up out of here. Peace.